Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, Frank. American Eagle rises. Man, it's Friday. Friday, right before Memorial Day weekend, man. Day was busy. I didn't get out of school early. If you guys work, that's what I call like school night. I had to work till like almost 4 o'clock. I had a meeting. Anyway, it's done. It's over. We try to do some stuff in the garage. I got a late jump on the garage sale thing. We'll be doing it tomorrow, Sunday. We're gonna play it by ear. I really don't want to do it if tomorrow is a disaster. I'm not gonna do it Monday because most people are gonna be hanging out, right? So that doesn't really make a lot of sense. So Sunday's a toss-up. Saturday we'll do it. I want to do some stuff anyway around the house and stuff. So I try to put this shelf in my garage, right? And I don't know what it is, but on like two sides of the garage, you know, you would think there's studs, right, and drywall. Well, did you see the drywall? And you know the studs are there, but they put like I want to call it sheathing. It's not necessarily plywood, but so it's like really hard to find a damn stud. And it's funny, I can find one, and then 16 inches later, they're like, what? There's a anyway. Everything I wanted to do was a disaster. If you guys see this mess back here, I got a whole bunch of, we'll do a separate video on that. So, I don't think I have a good, here, you got a little, you guys might see it. It says Ryobi. So, Home Depot had some, specials. So I think you bought like for $200, it was like two of the like high performance 18 volt 4 amp. I think you got a 2 amp hour one when you got like a free tool. So I got like a free this leaf blower that was like $160. So I needed one anyway. I've been dragging my feet, and then we got two ratchets, impact ratchets. One, it's like long reach, a quarter and a 3/8, and I've already spun them up a little bit, and yeah, we'll show them. And then a normal 3/8 one, and that had another battery pack. So I was gonna buy the 3/8, and it was funny because it was $129. So if I paid an extra $40, I get 3 batteries. So I was like, yeah, sure, and a charger. So yeah, so we spent probably $500. Yeah, I know. But I was going to probably buy this stuff anyway. I will use them. I already used the one thing, but yeah. So we are fully equipped and armed for the auto shop garage. So yeah, if you're in Metro Detroit, come see your buddy, Frankie. Frank the Tank will set you straight. Anyway, guys, we'll do a quick market update. I got my buddy, why am I, it's definitely Friday. I got food going. I got to eat my pizza. And some, like, they're like waffle fries. Anyway, Raymond's on. I got to get back to my Raymond. Yeah, so, what do you want me to tell you? Yeah, the 10-year went down slightly. It's back down to 4.5. If you guys are regular on the channel, what did I tell you? The 10-year, they kind of want it to be 4.5. They won't let it go much higher, and they don't want to go much lower, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the overall market didn't like it, so SPY went down, not a lot. The rest of the market kind of bled off. Bitcoin did make a whole new high, and then bam, came down because the rest of the market, it seems like the stocks and Bitcoin, it seems like a sham. It is, but it's just kind of like, why? It doesn't make any, like, Bitcoin people don't like stocks, so what? Retail, that is. But guess what? You know, gold and silver went, yeah, get out of the way. Yeah, so, yeah, gold. We're going to click on that. Guys, I am dying today. Isn't that hilarious? yeah, so, gold went down a little bit and then it came right back. So, yeah, it's coming back. So it went up over 2% today. Silver picked up about 1.5. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it seems like it keeps, at least the SLV ticker that I use to kind of monitor silver. It's at 30.45. And it's kind of been around there. It doesn't really seem to want to stick past 31. It did make it, and then it had that big drop. So not even that long ago, it was down to 27. So that's like $4. That's like 20% in just a few. Hell, like in a few weeks. So I'm not. I'm not doing it, Frank. I'm not doing. I gotta tell myself because I used to do. I used to do day trading, so I used to buy and sell options. It really didn't work out, and all my strategies. I'm like, I had great strategies, and it was just like it basically just traded sideways. I'm like, you could have went up, I could have made money. I would have went down, could have made money. But like just sitting around, yeah. So I had a lot of options that like. So I do sometimes create options and sell them. If you guys want a separate video about that, so you can make a little bit of money. I used to do it and it was kind of eh. It seems like whenever I make the option, it like all of a sudden I get a big price up, and I'm just like, ugh. So when you're selling an option, if you're selling a call option, you kind of want the market to either just stay about the same or go down, right? So, and then conversely, the other way, if you're selling puts, but that's you're basically buying an option to sell. It's kind of weird. It's like, wait a minute, I'm buying to sell? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So all the rest of the miners kind of strengthened, but they got beaten up, like I told you guys. Anyway, whoop. What's next? I didn't see anything crazy about like America First news. There probably is, but obviously this is MSN. Billy Joe cancels. Oh, we don't care about that. Absolute decline, collapse. And who cares about that? Trump approves FEMA disaster. Oh, that's weird. California. We hate California. Yeah, Boeing Justice Department reached deal to avoid trial over 737 crashes. Wah, wah, great. Nothing's gonna happen there. Oh, they're talking about what I talked about yesterday. Did you guys like that? Instead of like killing the penny, I said they're killing Kenny. I know. I'm a dad joke. Yeah, President Trump says Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel. Hey, let's click on that. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let's click on that. Let's hope my computer doesn't like die on us. So we'll take a look at this real quick. Outside of that, all right, I gotta get my oh, there they are. Sorry, it's over here. Yeah. President Trump says Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel to enter into partnership. Hey, wow. U.S. Steel hasn't done any major thing in God knows forever, dude. Yeah, they're gonna draw $14 billion investment towards the U.S. economy. Hey. Yep, next 14 months. Continue reading. I'm skimming this here, guys. They're just kind of. They have to stick Biden in there. Yeah, Auto Pen was ruling the nation back then. Alright. Okay. Unionize. Yeah. Come on. Alright, they didn't get any great detail here. If I had to guess, Nippon Steel would probably have an agreement, right? So U.S. Steel. So it's going to be like, okay, Nippon Steel can't sell directly into the U.S. without a tariff, right? So the agreement would be, hey, Nippon, if you want to sell your product here without a tariff or lower, I'll call it a deal, right? they would we'll say make whatever type of contract they're going to come up with, right? But essentially, they would have U.S. Steel make the steel for Nippon, right? Because they're here in the United States. So it's kind of, instead of just giving that business directly to U.S. Steel and having, right, a complete takeover. So it's kind of a win-win from that perspective. So, I don't think that's an easy feat. So, hey, Trump, not bad. I mean, I don't want to say it's a drop in the bucket because, but we'll take anything. We need to build up U.S. Steel, guys. I mean, and it does say it in here. Yeah, during the height of World War II, like, it was a massive company. Like, that company and then probably Standard Oil. And I'd probably say maybe GM Ford. Like, I mean, you had some pretty monster. The U.S. companies got gargantuan during the war and thereafter, right? But basically, the entire world was buying steel from, a great majority of the steel. We obviously were using it for the war. But after the war, we were still using that steel. Japan wasn't really, making steel at the time. So, hey, hats off. It's not a big splash. But $14 billion to try to shore up our U.S. steel production. That's great. Obviously, it'd be great if we had more than one. But we'll take it. Right? Anything to keep. We got to be able to make this stuff here. We made it before. We can do it again. Do we need to have the same capacity as World War II? I'll leave you for that. My opinion would say, hell yeah. Because we don't know, right? Like, even if we don't have a major conflict or war, you never know. We might have to sell our steel to another country. Maybe they're at war. I'm just saying, right? So I think we should at least have as much as we can that we can actually support, right? We don't want overcapacity. So this is the right direction. Add a little bit at a time. Obviously, we can't go from 0 to 100 in a heartbeat, right? So let's see if there can be more partnerships like that. Like I said, I think that's actually kind of a win for both of those companies. Nippon Steel ain't no. They make good quality steel. It's none of that Chinese bullshit. So, yeah. So I think that's actually advantageous. Japan's a pretty damn good ally, to be honest with you guys. They're better than Britain, to be honest. Yeah. So they have a vested interest in our country to be well, and yeah. So anyway, with that, let's see here. We're ending it here. I got. Yeah, my food's probably ready. So outside of that, we'll see any parting. What did that say about Trump? White House says Trump wants primary Republicans who vote. Yeah. Well, we know that's going on. That's not really breaking news. Oh, it's by Newsweek. So take that for a grain of salt. So yeah, looks like everything's good here. Hey, you guys know anything about 9 Inch Nails? I've had this hat for Pete's. I'm trying to remember if I got it in 1992 or 1993. So I was either 19 or 20 when I got this hat, guys. So, well, it could have been 19 or 18 to be honest. If it was in 1992 and it was before October, then yeah. But I think it was early 93, so I probably was 19 to be honest with you. So anyway, I'm kind of bummy. I put this on because I'm out in the garage and I'm kind of doing a little bit of work. So anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend. If you guys got anything, post it down below. Got a topic or, complaint. I got lots of trolls or a few trolls on here. Hey man, you guys need love too. So with that said, we'll see you later. Peace out. I gotta find the damn stop button. There we go. Bye.